An outstanding book that will no doubt remain a classic for a long time. 48 Laws of Power details the laws for attaining power in life, business, and more, and gives historical examples of each law in practice, as well as examples of those who do not respect these laws. A book I will continue to go back and reference. Those who are cynical may see some of the laws as manipulative, like I said, and some are. That said, they are all grounded in reality of human nature, and it's more important to understand them and then choose how, when, and which to apply than to just remain ignorant of them and refuse to acknowledge they exist. So pretty much what that says is we're all being manipulated. Understanding what manipulation is, understanding you're being manipulated right now, understanding that people manipulate is very important for you to understand so you're not one of those, like hypnotists, how you can get hypnotized. Everybody's like, no, I can't get hypnotized. I can't get hypnotized at all. Well, guess what? You've been hypnotized before. Anytime you scroll on TikTok, anytime you see somebody who just kind of like, anytime you've ever had a bully, has anybody ever had a bully and you meet that person and he's like, he makes you scared? You were just manipulated, bro. You were just put in a psychotic state. You were just hypnotized because you were stuck there. It's like, oh, I'm scared. Like, you were hypnotized, bro. It doesn't have to be all this woo-woo stuff where I'm going to put you to sleep and da-da-da-da. No, it's way more simple. It's way more subtle than that. Anyway, let's get to it. Let's go ahead and jump right into the shit. First rule. Never, let me blow this up a little bit. I didn't know it was this low. Hold up, let me lock in. All right, first law, never outshine the master. Always make those above you feel comfortably superior. In your desire to please and impress them, do not go too far in displaying your talents, or you might accomplish the opposite. Inspire fear and insecurity. Dun, dun, dun. Make your masters appear more brilliant than they are, and you will attain the height of power. Now, it's been a while since I read this, but and he's better than you, and you know he's better than you. And one day you just, after playing months and months and months or years or however long, you finally learn. You finally learn how to play. And you beat him, right? Now, what a lot of people make a mistake at, I'm not saying you can't beat the person who teaches you how to do something, but you run the risk of making them insecure and you inspire fear in them. And people, when you do this to people, when you make someone feel insecure or when you make somebody feel fearful, it's never a good thing. It's never a good thing, and they can become an enemy. So you can actually lose friends because you outshine them. So if somebody's better than you at something, pretty much what they're saying is like, don't, if there's a certain level that you're trying to reach, like if you want a job, right? You don't outshine your boss. Because let's say you outshine your boss can fire you for outshining them. So always hype up your boss. They're like, yo, boss, you're the best. You're awesome. You're so much better than me. You're great. You're great, great. And then you might say, Chris, how do I excel? If I outshine, if I can never be better than my boss, then how can I not shine? There's a time and a place for that. There's a time and a place for you to excel over them and become better than them. But when you're trying to get to the next level, don't outshine them. Because what's more important, being better than your boss or getting to the next level in your career, your job, or whatever you want? So first law. Law number 2. And there are 48 laws. We will break these down. Law number 2. Never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. All right, now this one's pretty interesting. Be wary of friends. They will betray you more quickly, for they are easily aroused to envy. They also become spoiled and tyrannical. But hire a former enemy, and he will be more loyal than a friend, because he has more to prove. In fact, you have more to fear from friends than from enemies. If you have no enemies, find a way to make them. Now, this one's interesting. You might be like, what? Don't trust my friends? Trust the enemy? Now, let me explain why. I actually have an example of this. I actually used to have a friend, and we fell out for whatever reason, and then we became friends again. And now this guy, after we weren't friends for years because he did some shit and I just didn't respect it, we stopped being friends. Now we're kind of cool again, and it's like he's more loyal than he was when he was a friend. Like he's willing to do, he's like, yo, I can help you with this, I can help you with that, I can help film videos for you, I can help do this and this and this and da-da-da-da-da. So when somebody's your enemy and then you learn how to like, because the thing is, a lot of people have an enemy and they keep him as an enemy forever. But there comes a period where you kind of really forget about what they did to you. Like it's kind of not even a big deal anymore. It's been a long time, months, years, weeks, days, whatever. And you forget about it. Have you ever been mad at your parents, take a nap, wake up, and then you're not as mad anymore? I remember that all the time as a kid. But anyway, use your enemies because they're going to be more loyal than friends. Let me read these bullet points. Friends often conceal things in order to avoid conflict. This can be dangerous. Keep friends for friendship, but work with the skilled and competent. Whenever you can, bury the hatchet with an enemy and make a point of putting him in your service. Use enemies to define your cause more clearly to the public, even framing it as a struggle of good against evil. Ooh. It is better off to know who and where your opponents are than to not know where your real enemies lie. So a lot of people, that's a good point there too. You want to know what your enemies are doing. They could be plotting against you. They could be here to destroy you. And if you don't know what they're doing, if you're not keeping an eye on them, if you're not keeping them close to you, then they could just come in with a sneak attack and murder you, and then you're dead. All because you're like, I'm not talking to him. I don't want to see him. I don't want to know what he's doing. No, know what your enemies are doing. They could be plotting against you. Moving on. Number 3, conceal your intentions. Keep people off balance and in the dark by never revealing the purpose behind your actions. If they have no clue what you're up to, they cannot prepare a defense. Guide them far enough down the wrong path, envelop them in enough smoke, and by the time they realize your intentions, it'll be too late. Part 1. Use decoyed objects of desire and red herrings to throw people off the scent. If at any point in the deception you practice people have the slightest suspicion of your intentions, all is lost. Do not give them the chance to sense what you're up to. Throw them off the scent by dragging red herrings across the path. Use false sincerity, send ambiguous signals, send up misleading objects of desire, unable to distinguish the genuine from the false. They cannot pick up your real goal. Hide your intentions, not by closing up, but by talking endless about your desires and goals, just false ones. So pretty much what this is saying is like, don't tell people what you're trying to do. If you tell people what you're trying to do, they can use it against you. So let's say I wanted to become the president of the United States. You wouldn't talk to everybody about it because then people are going to try to get involved and say, you'll never do. They'll start talking negative. Oh, you're not going to be the president. Oh, you're not going to do this. You're not going to do that. Right? So if you want to be president, tell them, yo, I just want to be a plumber. Or tell them I want to be a doctor. And then they're going to be like, bro, you're not even going to be a doctor. And you just, out of nowhere, you become something even better. You become the president out of nowhere. And they're like, what? I thought he wanted to be a doctor. He's the president? And it adds that sense of mystery to you as well, which is pretty cool. Next one. Is everybody keeping up? Are y'all keeping up with me? Y'all locked in? Are y'all locked in right now? This is how you get exactly what you want in life. Whatever you want in life, this is how you're going to get it. If you're not paying attention to this, listen. It's cool. It's actually okay. But whatever you want, just flush it down the toilet. Whatever you want in life, just go ahead and flush it down the toilet now. Number 4, always say less than necessary. When you're trying to impress people with words, the more you say, the more common you appear, and the less in control. Even if you're saying something banal, it'll seem original if you make it vague, open-ended, and sphinx-like. Powerful people impress and intimidate by saying less. The more you say, the more likely you're to say something foolish. Silence generally makes people uncomfortable. They'll jump in and nervously fill the silence. Generally, saying less makes you appear more profound and mysterious. Be particularly careful with sarcasm. Rarely is it valuable. Be careful with arousing suspicion or insecurity by being silent. At times, it's easier to blend by playing the jester. So here's the thing. Pretty much what this is saying is, don't talk too much, and it's okay to play the fool. So a lot of people that are always talking, like trying to seem smart, too smart, blah, 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 they're talking too much. They're yapping, as y'all love to say in the chat, right? So people that know how to just shut the fuck up, they seem more powerful. And that part about silence generally makes people feel uncomfortable. They'll jump in and nervous. Dude, that literally happened last night. I was talking to some girl. I was out at the club, and I was talking, right? And then I was like, let me just shut the fuck up. I shut the fuck up, and then it just got silent. And then she looked at me, and she apologized. She said, oh, I'm so sorry, because she, spaced out. People aren't even really listening to you. You know what I mean? People live off in their own little world, in this emotional realm, so you talking a lot doesn't help your case. People are just going to zone out, not hear what you said, and then you're going to be like, dang. You're going to be upset because they're not listening to you. So less is more. Number 5, so much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. Reputation is the cornerstone of power. Through reputation alone, you can intimidate and win. Once it slips, however, you're vulnerable and will be attacked on all sides. Make your reputation unassailable. Always be alert to potential attacks and thwart them before they happen. Meanwhile, learn to destroy your enemies by opening holes in their own reputations. Then stand aside and let public opinion hang them. So, work to establish a reputation of outstanding quality, whether generosity or honesty or cunning. A good reputation can save you much. A lot of work is done in advance by your reputation. Once established, always take the high road when attacked. So, pretty much build a good reputation. Honesty, loyalty, trustworthiness, what you say, do it, things of that nature. And once you have a good reputation, one, if somebody tries to destroy it, people are going to look to you and be like, no, he has a great reputation. I like the guy, right? And 2, once established, always take the high road when attacked. So if somebody tries to attack you, there's no need to attack them if you have a good reputation. There's no need to attack them back. All you have to do is just let your reputation speak for itself. And they're going to look worse because it's like, no, everybody loves John. What are you talking about? Why are you going to talk junk about John? John's amazing. Shout out to all the Johns in the chat right now. Number 6, and we're going to just do the first 24 today, and I'm going to do the other half tomorrow. Pop that out right there. Johnston, your name is David. Okay, all right, David. My bad, David. My bad. Davids of the world. Hi, what's up? Number 6, and you'll notice some of these rules kind of contradict themselves because there's a lot. One thing about why I want you guys to read the book is because when you read the book, one thing that the book does very well that this doesn't is it's going to go into detail. It actually gives like real life events that happened in the past, in history, where it breaks down examples of the law. So you're hearing just me break down what the laws are and give a quick little synopsis, but in the book that you read, it's going to break down, hey, Julius Caesar did this, and that's how he gained power. So read the actual book if you really want to go into detail. I'm giving you all the synopsis just to get you thinking. Just to get you thinking a little different. Where we at? Okay, this is part 2 of number 6. Create an air of mystery, right? So, in a world growing increasingly banal and familiar, what seems enigmatic instantly draws attention. Never make it too clear what you're doing or about to do. Do not show all your cards. An air of mystery heightens your presence. It also creates anticipation. Everyone will be watching you to see what happens next. Use mystery to beguile, seduce, even frighten. Remember, most people are upfront, can be predictable people. Do not let mystery turn to an air of deceit. It must always seem a game, playful and unthwarting. So pretty much what I'm hearing here is be mysterious. Don't be regular. Be different. Stand out. Be fun. Be original. Think of any time where, I don't know, anytime you've ever been able to like stand out. Like one thing I think about, one thing I love is like when I go to the club, most people in the club, for those of you that are too young, this is what happens. People go to the club and you think, what's up, Marks? And people don't dance. So one thing you can do to stand out in the club, something very simple, is just dance and have fun. Think about it. Just have fun. How many people do y'all know that are actually having fun in their life and actually doing stuff they love? Do I mew? All the time. Yeah. So just be different. Stand out. Number 7. Get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. Wow, this one's crazy. See what I'm talking about? How the book kind of breaks some stuff down where it's like, what? That sounds like the wrong thing to do. And I'm not recommending doing these things, right? I'm just saying this is a form of power, and you have to understand reality is not always fair, and reality is not always, clean. There's some people out here that get their hands dirty and do things that like this, take the credit for other people's work, and they get a result from it. Don't deny the fact that people are out here doing this, right? Some people rob banks and get away with it. Some people don't work hard their entire lives, play the lottery and win. Is that fair? What about the person that worked every day of their lives? And they worked as a janitor their entire lives and never made enough to really pay their bills. Is that fair? That somebody could just play the lottery and win? No. But is that life? Yeah, it is. So, get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. Use the wisdom, knowledge, and legwork of other people to further your own cause. Not only will such assistance save you valuable time and energy, it will give you a godlike aura of efficiency and speed. In the end, your helpers will be forgotten and you will be remembered. Never do yourself what others can do for you. Wow. You must secure the credit for yourself. Insane, right? Learn to take advantage of others. Work to further your own cause. Use the past of that. So you must secure the credit for yourself. Learn to take advantage of others. Work to further your own cause. Use the past, a vast storehouse of knowledge and wisdom. Learn this and you will look like a genius. Note, be sure to know when letting other people share the credit furthers your cause. So even here it says, listen, you can take the credit. Take as much credit as you want. Take all the credit, but know when letting other people share the credit further your cause. So even the book isn't just being blind and dumb about it. Like, take all the credit and don't give a fuck and don't care about what anybody says. Take everything. No. It says know when to let other people share the credit to further your cause. You got to know when. Number 8, make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. Interesting. When you force the other person to act, you are the one in control. It is always better to make your opponent come to you. Abandoning his own plans in the process, lure him with fabulous gains. The attack. You hold the cards. The essence of power is keeping the initiative and forcing others to react, keeping them on the defensive. Master your anger, yet play on people's natural tendency to react angrily when pushed and baited. So make other people come to you, use bait if necessary. The essence of power is keeping the initiative and forcing others to react, keeping them on the defensive. Master your anger, yet play on people's natural tendency to react angrily when pushed to baited. So pretty much it's saying bait people into coming to you. Bring them right into your trap. It's kind of like a mouse trap, right? You set the cheese down, the bait, and then what does the rat do? It comes, and BAP! Gets its head fucking cracked, neck broken, dead as fuck. Bring them to you. Why would you go chase a rat around? Are you ever going to catch it? You're never going to catch a mouse if you go chase it, right? But if you set up a mouse trap, set the bait up, you win. And for those of you just joining, what are we talking about? We're talking about how to get 1 million followers on YouTube, how to get $1 million, how to accomplish your goals, how to get your dreams. One thing that, I don't think people understand is like everything you want in life is actually attainable. I believe in luck, but I believe more in working for what you want. Number 9, we're doing the first 24 today. I'm going to do that 24 tomorrow. Win through your actions, never through argument. Any momentary triumph you think you have gained through argument is really a Pyrrhic victory. I have no idea what that means. Oh, it's going to tell me. The resentment and ill will you stir up is stronger and lasts longer than any momentary change of opinion. It is much more powerful to get others to agree with you through your actions without saying a word. Demonstrate. Do not exemplify. Check this out. This is one of my number 1 things I fucking love on the planet. Every time somebody tells you to do something, right? Like your parents. Clean your room. Clean your room. But, why would you clean your room if their room's dirty, right? People say, don't do drugs. Don't drink alcohol. But if they're doing drugs and drinking alcohol, why would you listen to them? Right? So, if you're trying to be a person of influence and of power, do what you say you're going to do. Don't just say, do this, do that, and then don't do it. You got to do it, bro. So, when aiming for power, always look for the indirect route. Verbal argument has one use. Deception when covering tracks or caught in a lie. Interesting. Number 10, infection. Avoid the unhappy and unlucky, and this is super important. I believe in this with my whole entire being. With my whole entire being. You can die from someone else's misery. Emotional states are as infectious as disease, AIDS, herpes, pussy bumps. You may feel you're helping the drowning man, but you're only precipitating your own disaster. The unfortunate sometimes draw misfortune on themselves. They will also draw it on you. Associate with the happy and the fortunate instead. Why are you going to hang out with depressed motherfuckers, bro? Fuck them. Oh, Chris, you're being mean. You should be nice to every... Yeah, I'm not saying I'd be nice, but why the fuck would I hang out with them? If you're depressed, why the fuck would I... Dude, what? Guess what happens when you hang out with depressed people? You get depressed. You're like, damn, life does suck. Maybe Steve was right. Maybe Steve was right. Maybe life is terrible. Maybe there's no point. Maybe I should just die. Stop hanging around depressed people. Stop hanging around people that are unlucky. Stop hanging around them, bro. And y'all are like, what? No, everybody deserves love. Yeah, I love you from a distance. Get the fuck away from me. The most important person to avoid, the sufferer of chronic dissatisfaction. Ooh. Examine someone's history to recognize these people. Turbulence, a long line of broken relationships, etc. The other side of infection is equally valid. There are those who attract happiness by their good cheer, natural buoyancy, and intelligence. Use this rule to counteract your own undesirable or weak qualities. So, if you are a depressed motherfucker, guess what the book's saying? Go hang around people that aren't. And you might. If you're depressed and you're sad and you fucking suck, go hang around somebody who's happy and maybe you'll become happy. Might help. Give it a shot. Oh, I don't want to hang around happy. Well, then you're going to stay depressed, dude. Number 11. Learn to keep people dependent on you. To maintain your independence, you must always be needed and wanted. The more you are relied on, the more freedom you have. Make people depend on you for their happiness and prosperity, and you have nothing to fear. Never teach them enough so that they can do without you. Do not mistake independence for power. Power requires a relationship. To cultivate this, possess a talent and creative skill that simply cannot be replaced. So, when you look at something like this, number 11, you might think, wow, never teach anybody anything more so they can't ever be better than you, right? It sounds fucking terrible. Just because it sounds terrible doesn't mean there's not people doing this to you. I'm going to give you an example. Let's say I made a program on how to become a millionaire. Let's say I made a program on that and I charged $100 on that, right? And you buy it, and then I teach you everything you need to know about how to become a millionaire. Now you don't need me anymore. But if I charge $100 on how to become a millionaire, then I charge, another $100 on how to become a millionaire, billionaire, trillionaire, right? You're always dependent on me for the next level, next level, next level. So that's what this rule's talking about. Always keep people dependent on you. Kind of crazy. Number 12, use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. One sincere and honest move will cover over dozens of dishonest ones. Interesting. Open-hearted gestures of honesty and generosity bring down the guard of even the most suspicious people. Once your selective honesty opens a hole in their armor, you can deceive and manipulate them at will. Oh my God. A timely gift, a Trojan horse. If you don't know the Trojan horse story, look that up. Will serve the same purpose. Learn to give before you take. An actual gift, a generous act, a kind favor, an honest admission, whatever it takes. Selective honesty is best employed on you on your first encounter with someone. A history of deceit will cause any act of generosity to be viewed with suspicion. Counter by embracing your reputation for dishonesty openly. Now that's interesting. It's saying, so if you're known for being dishonest, just keep being dishonest and be proud about it. But what the main rule saying is use honesty and generosity. Do good favors for people. Be nice. Help someone. Open the door for the old lady. And she'll be like, wow, he's such a generous young boy. Even though you might be, I don't know, Hitler. Can we say that? I don't know if I can say that name. All right. Bitler. I don't know. When asking for help, number 13, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. So this is interesting. I like this one. If you need to turn to an ally for help, a friend, do not bother to remind him of your past assistance and good deeds. So pretty much what it's saying is, John, remember that time I gave you $10 so you could eat McDonald's? Don't do that. He'll find a way to ignore you. John doesn't give a fuck about the time you helped him to get McDonald's. Instead, uncover something in your request or in your alliance with him that will benefit him and emphasize it out of all proportion. He will respond enthusiastically when he sees something to be gained for himself. So let's say I want to do business with somebody. Let's say I want to do business with a friend. And I want to hop on this thing. I need to find a way to help him also. It can't just be all about you. What is in it for them? When you do something, when you want something for yourself, you have to figure out what's actually in it for them too. And you help them get what they want. They help you get what you want. Make it mutually beneficial. Now that rule right there, I love that rule. Yeah, why would you be selfish and only want something for yourself? Do something for the other person as well, and then you can both benefit from that. Do not be subtle. You have valuable knowledge to share. You can make him rich. You can make him live longer and happier. Train yourself to see inside others' needs and interests and desires. Distinguish differences among powerful people and figure out what makes them tick. When they ooze greed, do not appeal to charity. When they want to look charitable and noble, do not appeal to their greed. So you have to figure out what that person wants. Figure out what they want, and that's going to help you get what you want. Number 14, pose as a friend, work as a spy. Okay, Kim Possible, shit. Knowing about your rival is critical. Use spies to gather valuable information that will keep you a step ahead. Better still, play the spy yourself. In polite social encounters, learn to probe, asking direct questions to get people to reveal their weaknesses and intentions. There's no occasion that is not an opportunity for artful spying. Damn. During social gatherings and innocuous encounters, pay attention. This is when people's guards are down and they will reveal things. Give a false confession and someone else will give you a real one. Contradict others to stir them to emotion and lose control of their words. Ooh, okay. Number 15, crush your enemy totally. All great leaders since Moses have known that a feared enemy must be crushed completely. Sometimes they have learned this the hard way. If one ember is left alight, no matter how dimly it smolders, a fire will eventually break out. More is lost through stopping halfway than through total annihilation. The enemy will recover and will seek revenge. Crush him, not only in body, but in spirit. Recognize that you will accumulate enemies who you cannot bring over to your side. And that to leave them any escape will mean you're never secure. Crush them completely. Listen, guys. If you stop halfway, if you make somebody mad, right? If you have somebody that's not your friend, they're your enemy, and you make them mad, and you don't completely make sure they never bother you again, you're cooked, because they're always going to be like a little gnat that you got to fucking keep swatting at. And you're never going to be fully secure because you know that gnat's going to be there, or that mosquito's going to keep sucking your blood. Number 16, use absence to I can't read anymore. So I can't fucking read because y'all motherfuckers now. See what y'all fucking did to me? You see what you fucking did? You see what you fucking did? Use absence to increase respect and honor. Too much circulation makes the price go down. The more you're seen and heard from, the more common you appear. If you are already established in a group, temporary withdrawal from it will make you more talked about, even more admired. You must learn when to leave. Create value through scarcity. So pretty much what that's saying is, if you have a friend group that you're always with, you're with them every single day, you see those friends every single day, watch what, and you feel disrespected, right? You're like, wow, I really feel like my friends don't appreciate me anymore. Just stop hanging out with them for a week and see what happens. They're going to pop back in like, yo, where you been? What you been up to? Wow, we missed you. You're gonna be like, wow, okay, they did miss me. Because everybody in the world offers something. Everybody has something to offer, and you get taken for granted of the more that you're around. So if you disappear for a little bit, those cool traits about you, the things that make you you and make you unique, and the things that your friend liked about you, they're like, wow, I really missed that about him. I hope they come around again. I haven't seen him. Yeah, leave an air of mystery. The truth of this law can most easily be appreciated in matters of love and seduction. Okay. Another example of this law exists in economics. Scarcity increases value, right? Note, this law only applies once a certain level of power has been attained. So you need to build the power first in that. You need to build that friendship or build that relationship with somebody. Leave too early and you do not increase respect. You are simply forgotten. Similarly, absence is only effective in love and seduction. Once you have surrounded the other with your image, in the beginning, make yourself not scarce, but omnipresent. So in the beginning of a relationship or friendship or whatever, you have to be there a lot. You have to build that impression in people. Then you can start rolling it back. Keep others in suspended terror. Number 17, cultivate an air of unpredictability. Humans are creatures of habit with an insatiable need to see familiarity in other people's actions. Your predictability gives them a sense of control. Turn the tables. Be deliberately unpredictable. Behavior that seems to have no consistency or purpose will keep them off balance, and they will wear themselves out. Trying to explain your moves. Taken to an extreme, this strategy can intimidate and terrorize. So keep others in suspended terror. Cultivate. Be unpredictable. Stop doing the same things every day, all day. Do something different. Switch it up. Right? You don't have to play Fortnite every day, Chris. You can hop in and just start reading books online. And people are going to be like, get on Fortnite. Get on Fortnite. Please. Look at this. History Midget. Why does my life cross over the majority of these rules? Because this is all based on real life. This is not no woo-woo, fake shit. Why are y'all saying fake? Why are y'all saying fake over here, bro? KCH Doe, shut the fuck up. Irene, shut the fuck up. What's up, Ray? Thank you, bro. I appreciate you. Unsettle those around you and keep the initiative by being unpredictable. Predictability and patterns can be used as a tool when deceiving. Yeah, so stop being so predictable. Switch it up. Be different. It makes you have more power. It makes you cooler. It makes people guess who is this person? Who is this? Anytime Kanye has a freak out, half the time I'm like, yo, Kanye is a genius. He's a genius. His music's so good. But then he does this freak. I'm like, yo, what's going on with this dude? Is he crazy? Is he bipolar? This is this. Bro, he keeps some people in their toes, and he keeps people in unsuspended terror of what he'll do next. 18. Do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. The world is dangerous, and enemies are everywhere. Everyone has to protect themselves. A fortress seems the safest, but isolation exposes you to more dangers than it protects you from. It cuts you off from valuable information. It makes you conspicuous and an easy target. Better to circulate among people, find allies, mingle. You're shielded from your enemies by the crowd. So here's the thing. See how it says disappear from people for a while? Another rule also says don't hide in your house. Go outside. It's better to mingle with people. They don't have to be your best friends. Just go outside and talk a little bit. Let people know that you exist. Let people know that you're there. It's better than hiding in your house and be like, I'm safe in here. I'm safe in my house. No, you're not. It's false. Retreat to a fortress and you lose contact with your sources of power and your knowledge of what is going on. You don't know what's going on when you're in your house. If you need time to think, then choose isolation as a last resort and only in small doses. So don't go isolate yourself. I was literally just thinking about this. I was thinking about not going out because I've been going out like every week for like the past 10 years. I was literally thinking about staying inside for 3 months. Now, part of it is an addiction. I love going out. I don't like to do drugs. I don't really drink alcohol like that. But I was addicted to just being outside, meeting people. And I was like, I'm just going to stay in for 3 months and see how. But it's actually being gone for that week, people blowing up my phone, hit me up all the time, and then going from that to like just not communicating. It felt kind of good for a little bit, but after a week of it, I was like, bro, like I'm out the loop. I don't know what's going on. So it's good. Don't build your fortresses. Don't hide in your house. Go outside, meet people. It's safer. It's safer that way. And you know what's going on in the world. Number 19, know who you're dealing with. Do not offend the wrong person. This is super huge, guys. Pay attention. There are many different kinds of people in the world, and you can never assume that everyone will react to your strategies in the same way. Deceive or outmaneuver some people, and they will spend the rest of their lives seeking revenge. They are wolves in lamb's clothing. Choose your victims and opponents carefully, then never offend or deceive the wrong person. Let me break this down right here. There's more. Being able to recognize the type of person you're dealing with is critical. Here are the 5 most dangerous types of people. No? What the fuck? Why do you? If hurt, he will show no anger, but will calculate and wait. Recognized by his calculation and cunning in other areas of life, he is usually cold and unaffectionate. Crush him completely or flee. So either get the fuck away from him or destroy him. And this isn't meaning kill him. Sometimes in the book it is, but it's not saying kill people. It's saying when it says crush people completely, it means make sure they'll never do that shit to you again. Make sure they're so scared of you or whatever that they just won't do anything like that to you again. And the last one, the plain, unassuming, and often unintelligent man. So dumb people. This man will not take the bait because he does not recognize it. Do not waste your resources trying to deceive him. Have a test ready for a mark, a joke, a story. If reaction is literal, this is the type you are dealing with. Never rely on instincts when judging someone. Instead, gather concrete knowledge. Also, never trust appearances. People want to appear like they're their best selves. So don't base it off of how they appear. Oh, they seem like a nice guy. No. Get your details straight. Understand what type of person you're dealing with beforehand. Do not commit to anyone. Okay, let's see what they're talking about. It is the fool who always rushes to take sides. Do not commit to any side or cause but yourself. By maintaining your independence, you become the master of others, playing people against one another, making them pursue you. Interesting. Do not commit to anyone, but be courted by all. So it's like, don't be loyal to one person, but have everybody come to you and be like, Chris, oh my gosh, you're so amazing. Right? Stay aloof and gain the power that comes from attention and frustrated desire, the desire that people want you. Do not commit to anyone. Stay above the fray. Do not let others drag you into their fights. Don't get into drama. Seem interested and supportive, but neutral. Never choose a side. Staying neutral allows you to keep initiative and take advantage of the situation when one side starts to lose. You only have so much time and energy. Every moment wasted on affairs of others subtracts from your strength. Make sure to maintain emotional objectivity in the affairs of others. So stay neutral. The thing is, do you really care? I think a lot of us get inside, fall into the drama of situations. We're like, wow, they did this to you? Oh my gosh, I can't believe, you know what I mean? And yeah, it's like, you can listen to what people are saying, but stay neutral. No need to pick a side. No need to be like, because why do you even care? It has nothing to do with you. Why do you care so much? So stop caring so much about other people's drama and picking sides. Oh man, I trust you over them. No, just listen. Just listen to them. Hear what they got to say. Stay neutral. Who cares? Play a sucker to catch a sucker. Seem dumber than your mark. No one likes feeling stupider than the next person. The trick then is to make your victims feel smart. And not just smart, but smarter than you. How many of y'all are like, I'm not dumber than them. I'm smarter than you. No, just be dumber. Who cares? Once convinced of this, they will never suspect that you may have ulterior motives. Intelligence, taste, and sophistication are all things you should downplay or reassure others that they are more advanced than you. Pretty self-explanatory. Number 22, use a surrender tactic. Transform weakness into power. When you're weaker, never fight for honor's sake. Choose surrender instead. Surrender gives you time to recover, time to torment and irritate your conqueror, time to wait for his power to wane. Do not give him the satisfaction of fighting and defeating you. Surrender first. By turning the other cheek, you infuriate and unsettle him. Make surrender a tool of power. The essence of the surrender tactic, inwardly you stay firm, but outwardly you bend. Your enemy will be bewildered when properly executed, and they will be expecting retaliation. So pretty much it's like, if you're about to lose a fight, don't die. Surrender. Yo, I give up. My bad. You're better than me. You're the best. Yeah, you're better. I don't even know I challenged you, bro. Number 23, 2 more. Concentrate your forces. Conserve your forces and energies by keeping them concentrated at their strongest point. You gain more by finding a rich mine and mining it deeper than by flitting? I don't even know what that word means. I ain't gonna catch you. Hold on, let's lock in. Flitting? Crazy. Let's look this up. Hello? Flitting. Move swiftly and lightly. Okay, got it. By finding a rich mine and mining it deeper than by flitting from one shallow mine to another. Intensity defeats extensity every time. When looking for sources of power to elevate you, find the one key patron, that fat cow who would give you milk for a long time. Motherfucking moo. Concentrate on a single goal, a single task, and beat it into submission. Ooh, I like this. I need to focus more on this. Note, when fighting a stronger enemy, you must be prepared to dissolve your forces and be elusive. Okay, fair. Number 24, last one of the night. Play the perfect courtier. The perfect courtier thrives in a world where everything revolves around power and political dexterity. He has mastered the art of indirection. He flatters, yields to superiors, and asserts power over others in the most oblique and graceful manner. Learn and apply the laws of courtiership, and there will be no limit to how far you can rise in the court. Okay, so for those of you who don't know, be the perfect courtier. This word, show you what it means. It means a person who attends a royal court as a companion or advisor to the king or queen. So pretty much, if you want to be a rise up, be a perfect courtier. Be the person who can rise up in the ranks amongst the kings and the queens. So the law of court policies. Oh my goodness. Okay. So the laws of court policies. Avoid ostentation. Modesty is always preferable. Practice nonchalance. Never appear to be working too hard. Your talent must appear to flow naturally with ease. Showing your blood and toil is a form of ostentation. Boom. Be frugal with flattery. Flatter indirectly by being modest. Arrange to be noticed. Pay attention to your appearance and find a way to create a subtlety, distinctive style, and image. Alter your style and language according to the person you're dealing with. Acting the same with all will be seen as condescension by those below you and offend those above you. So be a chameleon. You got to adapt to the situation, right? Never be the bearer of bad news. The messenger is always killed. Bring only glad news. I like that. I kind of like this. Bring only good news. Never affect friendliness and intimacy with your master. He does not want a friend for a subordinate. Never affect friendliness and intimacy with your master. He does not want a friend for a subordinate. Got it. Never criticize those above you directly. Err on the side of subtlety and gentleness. Be frugal in asking those above you for favors. It is always better to earn your favors. Do not ask for favors on another person's behalf. Never joke about appearances or taste. Self-explanatory. Do not be the court cynic. Express admiration for the good works of others. Be self-observant. You must train yourself to evaluate your own actions. Very important. Know what you're doing. Know how you're acting. Master your emotions. Number 1, bro. Master your fucking emotions, chat. If you can't master your fucking emotions, I'm teaching you how to become a millionaire. If you can follow these rules, and you can y'all in here, hop over to the other stream. We're finishing up in just a second, but I'm about to hop on Fortnite. But hop over to the other stream, and I'm about to post this video up tomorrow. I'll post it tomorrow, so y'all can see everything I just did, and y'all can reference back to this forever if you want to. Master your emotions. Fit the spirit of the times. Your spirit and way of thinking must keep up with the times, even if the times offend your sensibility. So it's pretty much saying don't go too far out of reality. Keep up with what's going on in the moment. Be a source of pleasure. If you cannot be the life of the party, at least obscure your less desirable qualities. And that is a wrap for today, chat. That's the first 24 laws. There will be. I love you, Poppy. Yo, appreciate the 3 gifted, my boy. Glitch Shadow, thank you, my boy. That's your 3rd super, bro? My boy. My fucking boy. I'll be doing part 2 tomorrow on stream. You can hear 25 to 48. Hope you enjoyed it. Love y'all boys. Mwah.